Well, a good day to you all. So I was talking to a student the other day about building a strong foundation when you're training your horses, and how important it is to have some kind of structure and plan, something you can work with, and then hopefully not expose your horse to some difficulty later on because you left something out of the training. Also can be the situation where the horse does not have a real understanding of a signal you give. As in, sometimes it works and other times it doesn't. This is a problem. The real understanding the horse needs is missing. It's not lost, it's simply absent. And that lack of real understanding of the signal you give shows up as an empty spot in the horse's education, and as such is quite a vulnerability for the horse. So I know a lot of you have been to my clinics, have heard me promoting the importance of teaching the horse these 4 foundational elements, as I call them: stop, go, turn and yield. And it sounds quite simple when you say it. But as many of you know, there's so much more to go along with each facet of the horse's education in these 4 elements. And if let's say we look at a stop, for example, you might say, well, my horse stops, so let's move on. Yeah? But my question to you is, how is your horse stopping? Is it smooth? Is it soft? Is it done with ease and responsiveness? Or does it stop heavily on the front end? Does it take more than a few strides from the request to stop to the completion of the action? So there are many other facets to the stop. I mean, if you have a good stop, you may have a good rein back. But if your stop is poor, you can be sure the rein back will be poor also. And not only that, but the odds are that your transitions through different gaits will also be poor. So you see, the willingness, the understanding to stop impacts so many other movements of the horse. So in a way, achieving a good stop is very important, but also understanding that this is a foundational building block for many other attributes. Square one, if you like. Now, there's a great saying from Ray where he used to say, yeah, when you get something to working, that might be square one. Don't leave that behind. You might have some goals, some things you want to achieve, but I can tell you this, when you get to square 10, all the square one will be in it. Which is a really straightforward and poetic way of putting it. You don't just move on blithely. You take all these building blocks with you as you progress. So anyway, I just wanted to bring this one out today and talk about it, and so you can consider these things when you're working with your horse, especially on those 4 basics, because they embody so much more. And if we don't do a very good job at the beginning, if we're not particularly thorough, if we don't strive for quality, if we don't know, or worse, don't care, then we'll pay the price later on, when we find that our horse is confused and frustrated because we rushed them through kindergarten and then expected them to perform well in high school. Okay, there you go, end of sermon. It's a beautiful day. Time to get some horses. Ride safe and with a good heart.